I'm Beck from TriSled.
And I'm Ben from TriSled.
And we're the Australian distributors of Greenspeed and TerraTrike.
And today's video is going to be an informal view of the range we are bringing into Australia from TerraTrike. 4 trikes to show you. First up is the TerraTrike Maverick. So TerraTrike Maverick is probably the trike Australia could really use right now. It's an affordable trike. We're still to release our retail figures, but I estimate it'll be under $3,000 Australian, so very affordable. A great entry-level trike. Features a chrome ollie frame, adjustable seat, direct steering, and some really no-nonsense running gear. It has cable-operated disc brakes, and it has an 8-speed gear system with grip shift, micro shift running gear by the by, 20-inch wheels all around, and that's about it. It's pretty basic and it's really quite approachable.
So tell me about the seat.
The seat is adjustable both with, if you come around, you maybe just poke it. You can see we've got the holes here so we can adjust the angle, which is a really nice feature. It just means that if you're feeling a little bit of neck strain or a little back strain, you can just op it up a bit, or if you want it to be a little bit more aero, you can put it down a bit. The other really nice feature about all of the TerraTrike range seats, if you can get down underneath, Beck, we'll just show the mounting point. It features this bolt and 2 places to mount the bolt. Now when Beck and I test rode this trike, I set it up for myself, and then when I offered Beck a ride, I simply just moved the seat from one bolt to the other, and that actually made up for the difference in our height without playing with the chain, which I thought was a really neat feature. It also means that taller riders have a better centre of gravity on the bike. They're not too far forward on the bike, while smaller riders are not too far away from the handlebars.
Ben, tell me, how would I hack this into my car if I wanted to go for a ride?
Yeah, sure. To get it, most cars are obviously difficult to get a trike into, but hatchbacks and small SUVs are completely possible. And the features we just showed you in the seat of just simply removing the seat brings the height of the trike down and makes it kind of triangle shape, which means that you can put it backwards into a hatchback or an SUV with the seats down. Now, that may not seem as good advantage as, say, a folding trike from some of the other trikes in our range. However, it's quite fast, which means you can get ready to ride sooner, which may be the priority if it's for a daily ride or a morning ride.
Okay guys, let's check out the Rogue. Hey Ben, the Rogue looks really similar to the Maverick. Tell me about its differences.
It's actually pretty much the same, you're spot on. It has the same chrome ollie frame, the same seat and all of the adjustability we spoke about, the same direct steering, the same disc brakes. The main distinguishing feature of the Rogue is the gear system. It features the NV internally geared hub. It's technically not an internally geared hub, it's a variable speed drive. Now that means it doesn't actually ever have one gear. You simply turn the handle one way to make it easier and the other way to make it harder. This feature is really suited to people who are coming to the trike without a cycling background and maybe find gears a bit confusing. The other distinguishing feature is the paint job, really nice metallic blue with the orange logo, which I think really jumps out and makes the bike look more expensive than it is, frankly. One other nice feature that the range has, and we didn't talk about in the Maverick, is these pedals. The pedal has a heel strap. Now, often people are reluctant to jump straight into clipless shoes when they're getting into recumbent trikes, but they still need something to hold their feet on the pedals. We tested these heel straps when the trucks come in. To be honest with you, I was a little skeptical at first, but I'm actually quite impressed with how well they work. For an entry-level trike and to get out there, they're actually really effective and they're really carefree. Now it's time for the big boy of the range, the Rambler!
Sometimes I grow so tired, but I know about one thing I got to do. I ramble on. Now the time is now. Sing my song. I'm going round the world. I gotta find my girl on my way. I've been this way 10 years till the day. Ramble on. I find the queen of all my dreams. Got no time for spinning.
The Rambler is probably the most fun trike we unpacked from the range. It features these big 24-inch wheels, a very high seating position, and a stepped up stronger frame with a higher loading. It still has this beautiful comfortable hand position, and it has the 1x gear system on it, which I believe is 1x9 in micro shift, and the locking pin brake levers. I just want to show you the frame on the Rambler. It's a bit of a step up. They've got this beautiful, nice big solid gusset in the middle, which clearly means it's suited for larger riders, I would assume. Also, the spec level is a little higher. It features TRP disc brakes, which is just a slightly higher level, and it features micro shift vent 1x system. If you come around back, just have a look at the nice big dinner plate. Here, the advantage of the 24-inch wheels for the 1x is good derailleur clearance. This trike could be great for rail trails which are a little bit rough and have tall grass in them, that kind of thing. And also big riders and riders who like to do a little bit of off-road work. Really interesting trike.
So this trike would be sort of suitable for my dad. He's 6'4". He's had a few knee and hip issues in the past.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. If you come and look at me climbing into it, you'll see I can wiggle backwards and I can get my heels pretty far under my bum for the sit down. So it's not a huge stretch to climb into the bike. It's much higher than most recumbents and much less confronting. Probably will grab a lot of people who wouldn't normally ride a recumbent, I suspect. Very accessible bike.
It definitely looks a lot higher, like a chair position.
Yeah, chair position is probably the great way to describe it, actually, I think. And very comfortable to ride, actually, and quite stable, and good visibility too for people that are new to recumbents as well.
And does it come with similar features to the Rogue and the Maverick?
Yeah, absolutely. Still features the same seat adjustment, as well as the two positions for the smaller and taller riders. And actually, the wheels are a little easier to remove on the Rogue. You can just simply use the wheel spanner to remove the wheels. If you imagine if you took the seat and the wheels off this bike, you would actually make it quite small, quite quickly to get into a car, which is pretty good.
Let's check out the Gran Turismo.
So Beck, this is your first sit in the Gran Turismo. What are your first thoughts on it?
It's a lot smaller than the others, lower to the ground. Feels like a bit of more of a sporty trike. I like that there's 2 chain rings at the front, gives me range while I'll be going up a hill or down a hill. Disc brakes, just the same as the other bikes as well. The seat's really comfortable. It's actually got a little bit more lumbar support than I noticed on the other mesh seats.
Yeah, maybe help
So I
out. Let's
think
have a
this
look
is
at
a good
that.
one. Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, so Beck's pointing out this, which is just a little bit of support on the sides there of the rails. This means you can tune the seat to be a bit more comfortable, I'd say, and pretty bit nicer on the longer rides.
Ben, bring the camera around here, because something we didn't show our viewers is that it even just comes with the smallest of pouches for a tool or a phone, just if you're going out for a ride. Little handy little spot.
Yeah, that's a really nice feature, and actually all the TerraTrikes have that. Probably can't see that quickly, but yeah, it's all there. They all have one. Turismo has a slightly lower seat frame, as Beck pointed out. I'll just see if I can get in there. And a chain roller and a nice triangulated frame. Still running micro shift. Good derailleur clearance thanks to the 24-inch rear wheel, but still with the 20-inch front wheels to make the trike nice and compact. This is pretty sporty for the TerraTrike range, and I think it's a good crossover between TerraTrike and the Greenspeed range. There are riders which will probably find this appealing as much as they would, say, the Greenspeed GD20, and it would be good to try both if you were in the market, I'd suggest. Quick closing thoughts on TerraTrike range. We're really keen to support this range in Australia and very proud to get the opportunity. We think it represents probably the best value in recumbents, so people who are getting into it, which let's face it is most recumbent riders, and we think the geometries of these bikes suit people that are just starting out on recumbents also. So this is a really good product to add to our current Greenspeed lineup, and we think it just gives a bit of diversity for us to get more people out there on trikes. So there you go guys, just a quick informal walk around the TerraTrike range for Australia. Hope you dig it. If you have any questions, you can email info@trisled.com.au. We'd be happy to take your inquiries.
So guys, we are looking for more dealers in Australia. So if you are a bicycle retailer and you are interested in the TerraTrike range, getting into the recumbent business, get in contact with us and we can help you out. Cheers! It's nice.
That's good. Yeah.